Become a master of how to be an authentic being. It will only lead you to live the Edenic life fully. When I have the downloads of information, sometimes I have been in shock of knowing how the intelligence is working for me. Because of this knowing, I have been pushed forward to discover my authentic self. This walk of path is a little bit addictive. It puts you in a high vibrational state where you just want more of it. You just want more of it. So when you surrender for more, the door opens to receive more of what you want. You reach for another dimension, a higher level of consciousness. You clear your path constantly. You are like an engineer, which kind of is. You are doing an inner engineering work. Every time we go through an obstacle in life, your work becomes the most important. Instead of being a judgmental of the outer reality, you start to observe your inner world and asking yourself of your inner beliefs, which is the old habit that have put you in this situation. By asking, you are managing to hear the answer by the light beings. To hear the light beings guiding you, we need to practice of being mindful. Being aware will help to listen and to observe. You start to live a life where cracking each code lead you to a higher level of consciousness. Cracking each code is to discover a new habit in yourself. It's like a rebirth of your higher consciousness. When you authentically live your life every day, you are receiving information from the higher source, which gives you the power of creativity. You become your own master. We need to put ourselves in the joy of being authentic. When you ignore the fact that the darkness around you is a reflection of your inner self, you close the door of knowing the higher intelligence of love. We can accept the darkness around us. When we see the most darkness part of ourselves, we wake up those light cells. This is when we can see and understand the higher intelligence behind it all. Breaking my old habits by disconnecting myself from people who pushed me into constantly being the old habit, until I realized quite recently that I had the wrong question and vibration before starting meeting people again. The power of creation is you need to be totally aware of every thought and emotion. These thoughts and vibration I had was out of desperate action. It led me to be with wrong people. I saw this pattern and I realized that knowing your value is so important. We all are light beings. We are particles of the light source, which many people call God. Other beings call it source of energy. I like to call it God. So we are all children of God, and religious factors, probably people would not accept that you call yourself God or Goddess. But it's okay to say that we are children of God. Knowing your value is very important. When I start to look for myself, I find particles of myself. Realizing each particle that is gifted, we need to learn to put each particle into right place. It's like a puzzle. You put each particle matched with each other that vibrates into a being, a source being. Knowing my value gives me the freedom of being my true self. That vibration gives me the freedom of choice to be with people who understand their own value. My perfect creator have already created my perfect life. Knowing my particles will lead me to that perfect life. Pleasing anyone is like not value my life. We don't need to do everything for everyone. We need to work on ourselves. and everybody have the power to save themselves, be a constant healer and heal themselves. And if someone is being affected by it, it will gradually help them too, by starting being aware of our consciousness. Be aware of our thoughts, feelings and emotions. We must know how to love ourselves. Pleasing anyone will only lead you to put yourself in a lower vibration. Loving yourself is not selfish. It helps you to build up a beautiful light energy that protects you and helps you. We all deserve to have a perfect life. Become your own master by helping yourself and loving yourself, and it will help you to love others as they are. By healing yourself and observing the negative habits, you change it, ask to discover a new habit which leads you to the higher knowledge. With the law of love and humor, where only light exists, to form us soul groups with strong intentions to guide and support our Eden mission, for only purpose to create a clarity of how authentic beings create love.